Hello, and welcome back to Digger Down Metal Detecting. I'm back out on this bit of a rough day. I think it's back to winter, and I've got the layers all back on. It's freezing today. Yeah, I'm really hoping the summer comes back soon, and aren't we all? I think. I'm back out. I was planning on going on the field where I found the Henry I coin. I want to really check that area, which I will do today. But actually there's a field across the road here, you can hear the road, that I want to get on as well, just to have a little go on. I'm not going to spend a lot of time there, I don't think, just because there's never that much over there, if you like. Nothing too decent, and there's it seems to be a lot of trash, you know. But it is the field where I first found my first ever piece of treasure, which was a medieval silver gold gilded stirrup shaped ring with a feddy style clasped hands on the bottom of it. But yeah, my first ever treasure item. So there is medieval stuff over there. I don't think I've ever found a hammered across there, so that would be nice. I'd love to find one on there, because it's one of the only fields I haven't had one off. I've cracked a rib, I believe, so I'm going to be a bit slow today as well, I think. If anybody knows about those the cement mixers with the crank handles, well, needless to say, the crank handle came loose when I was winding it up, and it come round and cracked me in the ribs. It knocked the wind out of me completely, and I'm struggling a little bit with bending and breathing in hurts. So I think I've cracked a rib, which isn't great. It's a bit sore. But I'm going to do my best, and we just got to get on with it with a broken rib, haven't you? I think it's there's nothing you can do with them, is there? So, but yeah, so we'll get on with that, and hopefully I'll bring you guys something decent today, as always. We like to try and find you some nice bits to look at. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up. It helps the channel massively, and I really appreciate it. And if you're old to the channel and you come back to visit, thank you. I appreciate your return. Yeah, that means a lot as well, actually, you know, the people who come back as well. And I do really appreciate all of you, all of my subscribers. Yeah, and I'm glad you enjoy the videos. That's what it's all about. It's what I want to achieve. So yeah, thank you guys. I'll see you on that first hole. Right, so here we are, guys. This is the field I'm talking about, the one where I found the medieval ring. And this one was ploughed deep as well at the same time as that other field, and it's now been rolled like the other one as well. So perfectly lovely flat conditions to play on. I don't mind digging up a bit of trash when it's this easy, if you know what I mean. Just a quick one before we start as well. I've got to do a massive shout out to Luke from Swing and Dig Detectorist. He has made me one of these fantastic screen covers, because you know how often I drop my Manticore. Now this is 3D printed, as you can see. I don't know if I can get the shine in it. Look at that. There's the little holographic little design on the surface there. You can just see it. It's better when the sun's really shining. But this is 3D printed rubber. Now it comes off easily, so it just slides over. There you go. I won't take it all the way off, but it just slides over and pops on. Pretty much. There you go. Lovely snug fit. But it just a little bit of a bumper. I don't usually like snazzing up my machine because I love the look of it anyway. But that looks, you know, it's quite inconspicuous, and I like that. That's my style. There you go. It's got Minelab and Manticore 3D printed into the surface of it as well. Look. But yeah, absolutely brilliant little bit of kit. That guy's a legend, absolute legend. He's even made me, because he'll design stuff as well, if you've got an idea, for the power knocks. Look, he's made me another clip for it, because it only comes with one bottom clip, unless you buy it, I think, on eBay, and then you can get it with a 3D printed thing. But yeah, he made that for me, and it's even got Digger Dan in it, look. But yeah, perfect little clip to hold it in place. Works at an absolute treat. And being the legend that he is, and he even sent me one of these awesome little spray bottles. Look at that, how cool is that? And that's proper etched into the bottle as well, that logo. So if you want any of these, you can use my code DiggerDan10 on the website. The website is in the link in the description.
There you go, look at that shining now in the sunshine. Yeah, it looks absolutely brilliant. Like I say, fairly inconspicuous, doesn't cover up any buttons. But yeah, if you want any of this gear, check out the website, guys. Use the code, get 10% off. Yeah, DiggerDan10. Yeah, absolutely brilliant stuff. And like I say, oh, his coin pods, you know, are amazing as well. So yeah, go and check those out. Get yourself one of those. But yeah, what a great guy. Thank you very much, Luke. I really appreciate it. Bit of an iffy one, but it's okay at certain places. So it's around a 23, 24. I had to go back to the van and get my snood because that wind is that cold around your face. It's just ouch. I didn't contemplate the digging side of detecting with my rib. I was thinking more about the bending down, but keeps falling in the hole, whatever this is, so it's one of those, quite small. I'm going to guess like maybe either a piece of lead or a little button maybe. There you go, it has come out now. Yeah, digging, so I'm not going to moan about my rib all day, it's my fault, I decided to come out, so I feel like if I have to go to work and earn money for a living with a broken rib, then I'm definitely going to come out detecting on the weekend. That was a piece of wire, by the way, just trash. It had that iffy tone to it, didn't it? But yeah, I'm definitely going to come out on the weekend and enjoy my detecting if I have to go to work with it. So yeah, I ain't going to miss this. Not for nothing. Break my legs if you like, I'll crawl across the field with a detector. Yeah, just got to take it steady, I think. Like I say, I'm not going to moan about it all day. I'm doing my moaning now. Let's get out of the way at the beginning of the video, shall we? Let's see if we can find anything else. Have a little bit of a live run for a minute. Like I say, it's a bit of a trashy field. Usually lots of cans and bits, so kind of ignoring most of those iffy signals. But if there's a good little tone in there, I'll dig them, you know. Just try our best. You just got to try these places, haven't you? Not the most productive of fields, usually. Pretty solid 30, 31, 32. Beautiful little tone, that. Yeah, just got to go steady with the digging side. It's on my left side, so came out quite easily. That's what I like, you know, this is nice and easy digging for me as well, so that's handy. There we go. I tell you what, second signal of the day. This is promising. That is a beautiful little clog clasp. Now, I've actually had a few of those off of here, further over, but yeah, that's lovely. I'm going to give that a brush up on the other camera. Right, here we go, guys. Look, I'll just give this a little brush. What a beautiful little find. Look at the design on that. And I've had some fancy little clog clasps off this field before, like I say, so they have come up on here, which is, you know, it's a promising little sign, isn't it? I don't know what age these are. Are they more sort of Georgian? I think. I wouldn't say Tudor. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think they're medieval, so I'm pretty sure they're sort of more Georgian, Victorian thing. Yeah, let me know if you know any better. I haven't actually looked that up. That's one thing I've never sort of looked up, the date of these little clog clasps. But that little floral pattern look just coming up, absolutely beautiful little find. I love it when the brush gives it that little shine. That is lovely. That is a really nice second hole of the day, that. yeah, you can see it's sort of imprinted on the reverse there, the little clasp hook. There would have been a bit more of a hook there, I think. It would have been a bit more curled round. But yeah, what a lovely little find. Little clog clasp. .22, 23. Pretty consistent tone there. Pretty solid signal that. Could always just be nothing, but and actually on here more likely to be trash, but and yeah, there you go. Ring pull. Toyser. Oh dear, yeah, plenty of that on here, unfortunately. We've got to sift through it, haven't we? This one was coming in at about a 10, and it's a very small piece of thimble that I've just thrown away again. Yeah, coming in at about a 10, quite low numbers. I've just been sort of doing some tests. I've been on here about an hour and a half now. I haven't found much, so I'm kind of heading my way off. But I'm sort of doing some tests. I might show you some comparisons between the 5 region all tones. So these, which I'm in at the minute, which is my usual, where I've set my, they gradually come up and they're slightly slanted, so you get a little bit of an extra tone for each number almost. And then just 5 tones, which is they're all flat, you see, so they're all just one tone for each section, which is what you'd normally sort of use. I think most people would prefer the flat, but yeah, I've just been testing between the two really to see what it does for me, whether I would dig something in the regional all tones. So whether if it's giving me off tones and I'm ignoring it because of that, whether the flat tones would make me dig it. And I did try it, and there was a little bit of there was a shotty end middle, which I would have ignored usually, and in 5 tones I didn't ignore it. So yeah, there's differences there. I think it's worth trying out, but I think the regional all tone just gives you that little bit more information. So we'll keep trying it on different targets and see what happens. But yeah, a little bit of a thimble there, nice. Well, I thought we'd do this one live. I just found a piece of clay pipe just here, and there's another one. I don't know if you can see that very well. It's just there, I think. Yeah, on the screen, just at the tip of my finger there. I'm not going to pick it up until I've dug this signal though, because that would be twice I have to bend down with a broken rib. I don't want to do that, so oh, I had a little moan there, didn't I? A little bit of a lapse there, I think. Let's put that in well. Try and stand the Manticore up. As soon as it's got its buffer on now, it can withstand a little bit more. We don't want to be dropping that. But yeah, I just happened to find this nice little signal, 30s, 31, right next to some clay pipe. And I will pick it up because I do collect it all. So there you go. Yeah, I keep hold of this. It all goes in a little jar at home, so that'll go in the bag with my pottery and clay pipe bits. And what is this? Just a piece of copper something or other, I think. I don't think it's anything too special. No, I don't think it's anything really. That's very crisp, this one. I've dug a lot of nice crisp signals on here today, and they're mostly been trash, so I'm not expecting anything, but oh, it's disappeared completely, so I won't expect anything unless it's on my, there you go, it's on my on my shovel. What was that? Did I see something? No. Oh no, it's definitely not what I thought. Very crisp signal for that, and it's just a some kind of bolt. Okay, so this one coming in at about a 39. Now, I don't think it's anything special, but it is bronze. It's one of those kind of odd items that you just keep staring at, isn't it? I was half wondering whether it was like a clipped Roman coin, you know. I'm kind of looking for detail on it, but I'm not seeing anything in particular. But yeah, just an odd piece of bronze there, really, I think. Yeah, not sure what it was off, if I'm honest. So I did pick up a minute ago, if I can find it. Let's have a look. Try and reach into the bag here. If I can. It's gone to the bottom, I think. I'll take my pot out. It's underneath that somewhere. There we go. It is a bronze. It's a medieval pot leg. It's clay pot leg. It's green glaze. It's not got much of the green glaze on it, but there is some in there, and it doesn't look very green, if I'm honest, on this one. But yeah, a bit of a pot leg there, so that's interesting. That was over this corner. I'm nearly off the field. You can probably hear the road. But yeah, I'm sort of making my way back. But yeah, starting to find a few bits here actually. So, and not far from where that clog clasp was. So, 42. This one, first signal on this other field where the strip, I call it, where I found the Henry I coin the other week. Yeah, because I was in Wales last week. Glad to be back. It's nice to be back on my own turf, but yeah, absolutely beautiful. Oh, look at that, trash straight away. I am up the top end, not far from that trashy field that I was just on, so yeah, bit of a nicer, sweeter 24 signal. Still haven't found another one of those signals that I wouldn't dig with or 5 regional tones. Sort of looking for one so I can show you. Oh, where'd you go? Is it that? That looked like a stone. It's not that. It's because it was a stone. Is that something smaller? More can, I think. Yeah, well, no, something trashy. I don't know. But yeah, we'll carry on. We'll have a bit more luck on here, I hope. Right, well guys, well this one's a little unexpected. I've sort of come over towards the edge of the field. I've already seen this. I'm going to say about 22, 23. Nice little signal, and it was, I don't know if it was quite deep actually. Sorry, I'm dropping the Manticore again. Let's lay it down. That wind is trying to steal it again. I don't want to put the bumper to the test too much. But yeah, this is a bit of a surprise, and I think I did see it, and I wondered if it is, and I think it's a fibula. That's what it looks like to me. Yes it is. I can't believe that, because I don't get a lot of Roman on here, so that's quite a cool little. I tell you what, I'm not far away from where I found my first ever fibula, so that's nice to kind of find one close to that again. I was just saying a little while ago, wasn't I, that it was probably just like a passing Roman. He was just wandering through, but this one looks like a child fibula. It's very small indeed. Sorry, I was quite off camera there, but yeah, that looks quite small, so that's quite interesting. Yeah, like I say, a bit of a surprise really. That's really cool. What an awesome little find. Was not expecting that. There you go. I don't know whether it's a little bit broken, or it's a dolphin style, isn't it? I don't know whether it's missing the 2 little flanges off this top half. Possibly. Definitely missing the pin, obviously. You can just see what's left of the catch plate there, can't you? But yeah, there you go, guys. About sort of 16 to 1800 year old Roman brooch. Absolutely amazing little find. Absolutely brilliant. I do love fibula brooches. I'm getting quite a collection now. But that's beautiful. Yeah, lovely little find. Because this one was a 30, and I thought to start with, I thought it was a buckle, but it's not. I think it's one of those swivels. It's definitely old. It's medieval, kind of similar to what you'd get on a dog lead. You know, the back end of it where it attaches to the strap and it swivels with a little hook. It's that kind of style thing, but obviously this is older. I don't think it was off a hook. I think it's just like a swivel off a... It's probably horse harness, isn't it? Something to do with horse straps. But yeah, quite a cool little find. Like I say, I thought that was a buckle for a minute, but yeah, you can see the little bit inside there where it would have come through and had a little swivel there. You can just make that out now in the sunshine. But yeah, a little bit different. Right guys, this one has got me a little excited. It's a pretty solid 40 that. It was about 39, 40, jumping around a little bit. Well, I have already seen it. I've already dug it out, obviously. But I spotted a little edge. Now that, to me, it looks like a hammered coin. And those numbers have got me rather excited because they're very similar to the numbers that Henry the First and hammereds majority of the time come up a little lower than that. So let's try and reveal this. I might even, oh look at this, we've got an imprint. Look, there we go, there's the coin. We can see a bust, got a little imprint there. That is unusual for my permission. You can even see the silver sort of corrosion or patina, if you like, come off there on the clod. Can't believe that. That's a first. That's a first for the Digger Dan channel. A nice imprint. Now, who is that? That is interesting. Let's try and give this a spray up and reveal it together. I think I'm not even going to rub this because I'm not sure who it's going to be. Oh, don't drop it. Come on, let's do this without dropping it, shall we? I'm trying to balance the camera. It's not easy, guys. That's interesting. Okay, I'm seeing a... Oh, that looks interesting. Looks quite nice. It definitely looks different. Try not to... I'm thinking an Edward. Oh, this is nice looking. Now, is this a groat? Is this going to be my first ever of this kind of coin? You know what? I think it is. That's interesting. Is it what... You know what? I don't know what it is, but it's nice. This is nice, guys. We're on to something here. Look at this. I've bought you a treat again, haven't I? And myself. What an awesome coin. Honestly, let me just wipe that water away. Oh wow. I can already see Cantor, so it's a Canterbury mint there. Look at that for a coin, guys. What on earth? You know what? I've always wanted one of these. With this, I don't even know what it is. With this little pattern around the bust there. Look at that. What on earth is it? Is it an Edward? Let me just try and wipe the water away from there. Or is it a Henry? I'm not sure, you know. What does that say there? I'm going to have a closer look at this and come back to you, I think, guys, because I'm not entirely sure. But what a coin! Absolutely amazing. Wow. Let's have a little look. Right, guys, yeah, so I've had a little look online, and my thoughts are Henry the Seventh, I think. I'm not 100%. I have put a post up on the early English and milled, hammered and milled coin page on Facebook. Brilliant group. If anybody wants a coin identified, you know, that is the place. Those guys are amazing most of the time. They're quick to answer, and they're all mostly collectors, so they know what they're looking at. They know what the coins are. But yeah, hopefully I'll get a reply back from them, and we'll get a full ID on this. But that is an incredible coin. A little bit clipped, I think. It's missing a little bit of the outer ring there of writing, but not a lot, not a great deal. But that's a beautiful coin. I think it adds part of the history, you know, when it's clipped like that. They were clipping and taking the silver off it, weren't they? And, you know, but that's it. That is just stunning. That's a major, major bucket lister for me. I've always wanted one of these. I'm not sure. I think it's a groat. But that's a beauty. Absolute beauty. Wow. A little bit of an excitable signal here, just beside this. It's all over the place, really. It's a bit of a... giving me mostly 42s. Quite big signal from the sound of that. 48 now it's out. Sounds a lot more... sounds trashy, if I'm honest. It's a bit too bright. No, it's not trash. Oh wow. Wow, that looks interesting. Looks like a strap end. You can see that. It's massive. Absolutely massive. I'll tell you what, we'll go straight for the other camera, I think, guys, because that looks pretty cool. It looks like it's got some silver gilding on there, so silver wash on it as well. So that's got to be the biggest. There's definitely a strap end. It's got to be the biggest strap end I think I've ever found. So, wow. Okay, let's have a look at the other camera. So there we go, guys. I haven't moved it. Absolutely crazy. Look at the size of that thing. It's got to be a strap end. It's massive. Don't know if there's any kind of detail on it or anything. Bear with me a second, guys. I just got to get my other camera back so I've got somewhere to rest you whilst we give this a little bit of a clean up, I think, because that's pretty awesome. That's a pretty big chunky strap end, that. Let's give that a little clean up gently. Don't want to rub any detail off of it if there is any. Not sure there's going to be any, but definitely a strap end though. Look at the you can see the split in between it. Little point at the top there. That is very cool. It's got to be medieval. It's massive. It's huge. I think it's even got some broken off it, if I'm honest. It looks like it was even bigger. That's awesome. Give that a little spray. That is awesome. Look at that. Yeah, there's no detail on it, but it was silver washed. What a cool find. Giant strap end. That's the biggest one I've ever found, that's for sure. Whether it's I assume it's a strap end and not like a buckle plate. Sorry, just trying to get my spray bottle back into the bag. Yeah, nothing on there that I can see detail wise, but wow, look at the size of it. It's definitely missing something here, isn't it? It's missing a bit. It's a bit broken, so it's obviously missing a little bit of it, but that is pretty cool. Another nice bright 24, 25, jumping in the early 20s there. Sounds quite shallow, so we'll go in with a pinpointer. Where are you? Okay, not super shallow, but it just sounded like it. Looks like it's going to be a couple of inches under. Just get the trowel. Try that. Am I going to get caught out by another shotty end? If that's that, that's not it. Again, trust your machine. That's, well, it looks to me like a nail, so I can't see it's going to be that. It's too clean. Too clean a signal for that. Let me get rid of the trowel for a minute. Might have been throwing me off actually. I think there's possibly another signal here. What's that? Just a small piece of lead? Yeah, I think that might have been it. Like I say, that little nail was not that signal. You'll know that sometimes they false and give you a bit of a throw you off a little, but yeah, I think that lead was the signal. We'll just double check. Check the hole. Always check your hole. Not so much of a hole, but yeah, no, that was it. 100%. But there you are. Never mind. I wasn't expecting much from this one, but it was a 17. And it's looking, I don't know if it's a little token, possibly. I'm not going to go and over rub this because they can lose detail quite easily, so let's give that a little, I think we'll just brush it. Even I'm not sure I even want to spray that. Usually these little copper tokens lose the detail rather easy if you go too wild on them. Don't know what it is yet, so thinking some kind of a token maybe. Maybe not a lot of detail on it. I think there is something. Let me just have a quick look. I think it is one of those little copper tokens, but unfortunately not a lot of detail on this one. Let's just give it a bit more of a brushing, seeing as we can't see much anyway. I don't like to go too mad to start with. I'll just have another little look myself. That may even be a rose farthing, possibly. Let me know what you think, but I think I can see like the little rose in the middle here, possibly with the little I don't know what they are, like spears through it. It's crowned, isn't it, usually? Let me just see this side a bit better, see if we can get some detail off it. Something there, isn't there? But there's some writing. I'm not sure. I'm going to say it's a copper token, if I'm honest. But that side kind of looks like it would be a rose farthing. Not 100% sure, but there you are. I think that is. I'm going to go with rose farthing on that one. I think. Another nice little find. Another one here that's just too good not to film. 21. Very crisp little signal that. I think it's out. Out in one scoop as well. Definitely a promising little signal that. Absolute crisp. What is that? Am I going to be... yes, I am. I think I'm glad. I'm going to be very glad that I just filmed that. You know what? I think that's a cut half. Oh, I'll tell you what, this deep plough here has really brought it all up, hasn't it? I'm so glad I filmed that. I'm not gonna touch that. I'll put it there and we'll go straight onto the other camera. Here we are. Just pick it up again. Oh, I've just knocked the soil off the top of it as well. Can't believe this second hammered of the day. We've had Roman, we've had a fibula, we've had the most beautiful hammered coin I think I've ever had. Which is, it was a Henry the Seventh half groat, I've been told, so that's incredible. I think that's definitely a first for me. I've never had one of those. So what have we got here? Little cut half, definitely a cut half, not broken. Just trying to see what I'm doing at the same time. I'm not sure who that is yet. Whether is that a voided? I think it's a voided long cross. I think it's hard to see the cross there. It's a bit grotty on that back side. There's a bit been hit. I think it's a voided long cross, which would make it Henry the Third. Let me just have a little quick look. Yeah, that is. Yes, it is. Sorry guys, it took me a minute there just to work that out. But yeah, I can't work out which way up he is there. Which side is he? What have we got there? Yeah, can't work it out. It's a bit of an iffy one, that one. But yeah, a little cut half. Second hammer of the day. We are absolutely smashing it. Here we go guys, I think I might have something that's a bit of an example. I've had to just bury one of the shotty ends that I actually dug up earlier whilst testing, because I cannot find one of those targets to show you that between the two tones. So this is 5 regional all tones. Now at points there's places where I probably would dig that almost. It's a very iffy one, but more likely you got the jumpy numbers. Majority of the time I would walk away from that. Let's, you know, if I put that into 5 tone, instant difference. You're way more. It's even got steadier numbers, strangely. Don't know why. But I'm way more likely to dig that. 100%. It's not a bad thing, I guess. And then 5 regional tones has given me that iffy, just a bit of an off tone, you see, even when it's out. Like I say, I buried this, I just healed it into the ground. It's not even very deep. Where's it gone? It's just a shotty end. But what I'm saying is, this is the reason I use 5 regional tones, because it gives you that little bit more information. I probably would have walked away from that one, but if I was in 5 straight 5 tones, I probably would end up digging more of that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because you're going to dig more in 5 tone, in the straight 5 tone. You're going to dig more with that, but I think you're going to end up digging more trash and not being able to just use your ears to hear that little bit of iffiness in the tone. You know, I'll dig some iffy tones, don't get me wrong, but there's always a reason for me digging that iffy tone. If there's a little sweet sound in there, you know, majority of the time I'll dig it, but it's because my ears know. But yeah, I hope that sort of clears that up and helps with that. Yeah, I know some people probably wonder why use 5 regional tones rather than just 5 tone, but that is the reason. It gives you that little bit more information. 43, 44. Now I cannot believe this. Well, I don't even need to say I can't believe this, because I'm beginning to believe it. This is crazy. I think that's another hammered. That's where it's just popped out of the hole too. I just spotted it and thought, no, you know what? This one's not trash. Oh, and another hammered. I'm pretty certain it is a hammered. Let me just... Yes, it is. It is. Let's Let's try and give that a spray. The sun is now shining. It's warmed up. I'm out of the wind finally, which is nice. What have we got there? Looks like we got a. That's going to be us a Tudor shield with a date. I'm going to guess Elizabeth. Was that 1578? Look at that. It's going to be a little Elizabeth I, isn't it? Whether we got any detail there? I think we can just make out the little rose on this side. Is that like a? It could be a threepence. It's either a threepence or a sixpence. I'm not sure. Looking at the size of it, I'm going to say that's a sixpence. Not 100%. I will just have a good look at it before I decide. I think it's an Elizabeth anyway. I'm pretty sure it is. Let's just have a little dry up. And there we go. I can see that Tudor rose on the side there. Can we see her bust? It's not very easy. That is an Elizabeth, yeah. I can just see Elizabeth written around the outside there at the top. Absolutely amazing. Another hammered coin. That is incredible. Absolutely brilliant, isn't it? What an amazing day, honestly. I think that's a full coin as well. Shame it's a bit worn on the bust side, because it's even got the outer dots on there, like it hasn't really been clipped, I don't think. But that is incredible. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, very worn bust. You've also often find that with the Elizabeth I coins. I don't know if they liked her much, and they used to scrub her face off. But yeah, look at that. Incredible pieces of history. That side is absolutely stunning. Right guys, well there we go again. What an incredible day. Wow and ow. Ow for the ribs and wow for the finds, honestly. It's yeah, what a crazy day. I just can't believe it. Triple hammered today. Roman, medieval, just a bit of everything going on, you know. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Just some of the finds that are coming up. I've hopped over into the Roman field just to get a bit of shelter behind the hedge here. Yeah, getting a bit windy out in that open field. Let's have a look what we found today, guys. It's just amazing. So here we are, guys. Absolutely incredible day of history finding. Yeah, absolutely mega. I am over the moon with my finds today. Let's get through them. I guess we've got a little bit of a button corner here. Not so many buttons today, which is strange. That nice little sort of a different one there. Yeah, not too many, to be honest. What we got there? 4, 5, 6 buttons. Yeah, usually more than that, I think. That's a little bit of an odd one, bit crusty. It was some kind of clasp, possibly off a book clasp or something like that, maybe. Very crusty. Little tiny fragment of spectacle buckle there. Little fragment of thimble. Yeah, not complete finds on this section. Yeah, I haven't found a complete thimble in quite some time, actually. So yeah, it would be nice to find one of those again. I've only ever found one silver one, which was nice, but quite squashed. We got, what do we have here? Earlier we had that lovely little clog clasp, one of the first finds of the day, but that's an absolute beauty. Yeah, so super pleased with that. That was a lovely little first find of the day. This is an odd one, actually. I didn't film this one. I thought it was just some kind of like a leather stud or something, but actually it almost looks like says Rex, doesn't it? I mean, that's king. I think it's a coin, but it's been made into something. So it's, what is that? Does that say? It doesn't say Carol's there, does it? Charles. Can't really make it out. It's a bit of a hard one. Could be a rose farthing. I think that's a rose farthing, you know. I think it actually is, and it's been made into something, hasn't it? Like a little stud or pin or something. But I'm pretty sure that's actually a rose farthing now. Looking at now, it's dried out. Yeah, well, that's quite a cool one. That might be one for the FLO actually. That, yeah, very different. And we did have one of those, another one of those as well, didn't we? So that's a possibility. That's a Charles. I think that's a Charles. I think that's a rose farthing as well. I think they're both the same coin. Yeah, I can see Rex there as well. Look. Yeah, I'm going to say that's rose farthings. Strange that two of them have come up, and that one, yeah, being like that is a bit of an odd one. Whether it was worn or something, like a little pin badge, or don't know. A huge strap end, absolutely massive. Never seen one that big. Yeah, really cool. Very different, with a bit of silver on there as well. That I've got no idea what this is. Absolutely, it looked as if it had some age to it, so I chucked it in the pot anyway. But yeah, if you've got any ideas on that one, let me know. Bit of an odd thing. Cap off something, maybe it's probably not that old, don't know. Little leather mount sort of swivel. Yeah, medieval again. And of course we had that lovely little fibula brooch. Needs a good coating on that. I think it's got a bit of bronze rot from the look of it, which is unfortunate. But yeah, very tiny little fibula brooch, and I absolutely love finding these. They're incredible little pieces of history. But yeah, coins wise, as I say, that little rose farthing, and actually I could chuck that. It's not really a coin anymore, is it? It's not classed as a coin. So yeah, two little rose farthings, and of course triple hammered today. You can see that Elizabeth bust a lot better now for some reason. So yeah, Elizabeth I, which was that last one we found with a date 1578. Look, absolutely crazy. I just love them, absolutely love them. Never get tired of them. And a Henry III voided long cross. I'm not sure on any other details on that. It's pretty bad condition, if I'm honest. Looks as almost as if it's been double struck or something. It's got strange markings on it, but yeah, can't quite work it all out. And of course, my favourite of the day, this is just absolute bucket lister, that is a Henry VII half groat Canterbury mint, and that is just a thing of beauty, isn't it? Absolutely incredible. The detail on that still, after all those years, is just crazy. But yeah, what a beautiful little coin. Very pleased with that indeed. Made my day. I mean, they've all made my day. I mean, triple hammered and Roman and you know, the rest of the medieval period there. You got every bit of everything, haven't we? But yeah, what a crazy day. So come rain or shine, broken ribs or whatever else, it's not going to stop me. I'm going to keep going out, and if I can have a day like that with broken ribs, I just don't care. I'll crawl, like I say, I'll crawl around the fields with broken legs before I stop detecting. I think nothing's going to stop me getting out on my Saturday. I've got a little friend. Where is he? Let's see him now. Oh, just here. There. Little pheasant. What he's up to, creeping up on me. But yeah, what a cracking day, guys. I'm a bit sore now, if I'm honest. I probably shouldn't have done it, but I have. I'm glad I did. I'm definitely glad I did. But yeah, I'm in a bit of pain now, so I'm going to go home a little bit earlier than usual. But yeah, I don't care. I've had a cracking day. Absolutely amazing. Thank you as always for watching. I'm sorry for moaning about my ribs. But yeah, I'll see you on the next one, guys. Take care.